complex and a lot of moving pieces to it. But it needs lots of leaders. I mean, that's partly why I need the military to get involved. It's because they have leadership and they know how to get things done. That's why you need to have these returning veterans, talk to them, ask them if they want to learn new skills. They can be the construction battalion. We had construction battalions during World War II that would set up whole facilities for the troops when they were being moved around. We need people like that who can do that kind of stuff. You need to have a group of people, volunteers, that are making phone calls, asking existing camps around the world, around the country and the world, if they want to be involved with this operation for having a safe haven for the rescued people. Because a lot of them, I don't want to get too graphic, but they need a lot of care. And I know this because I've seen it, okay? And they need a lot of care, put it that way. So that's why we need professionals to get involved with from everything from teaching to giving medical care, giving dentistry care, eyes, audiologists, all kinds of stuff is needed. And, you've heard of Doctors Without Borders. Well, we have people right here in this country that need help. Okay, so come on back to America and get in on Operation Rainbow. The other part of it is that fundraisers and ways to raise money for the housing and all the retraining and skills and teaching, all that stuff. Well, you're going to need to do fundraisers. And in order to do fundraisers, you need to have products. And another thing you need to do is to have somebody who wants to be helping their own local camp or their own local group of people that need extra care. So it comes down to having all these organizations, all these churches, all the Rotary Club and Lions Club, etc., having them all be synergistically working together. And that's a really tough thing to do because they all want to keep their donations coming into their organizations. So it's kind of hard to get all of them to, cooperate and work together. But they'll realize that by doing this, that they will actually be blessed and they'll be even more prosperous and be, more well-known, etc. And the one that I talk about, Active Valor, that's a small group, and there's Gold Star moms and Blue Star moms. These are all worthy causes and efforts. But instead of it being everyone's doing their own thing, we got to work together. And also it comes into the businesses, whether it be travel or products and gifts and growers of flowers and all that stuff that is involved. It's not trickle down; it's actually flood down. It'll be a deluge of new businesses and new inventions and all those kind of things. So, part of it is I see the bigger picture, but it's the details that are problematic. And so that's the part that needs the movers and shakers. And they got involved. I mean, I'm not saying it's because of me, but they see the logic in it and the advantages in it. And I have some money to invest, but not enough that I could do what Michael and Dell's doing. So, Mike's going to be a big mover and shaker, and it's already obvious. And, Glenn Beck has Mercury One, which is his nonprofit that has helped people. They got people out of Iraq when they were left behind by Biden. Ugh. I think I would vomit if I saw him. And all the people that were left behind and all the new equipment and technology and everything. that Obama and Biden conspired to give to our enemies. You freaking traitors. Well, it was Glenn Beck that sent help to get those people, the Americans that were left behind, out. So Glenn Beck's organization and Samaritan's Purse that does good work, and there's all kinds of other groups out there. But you're not going to know about it if you're not listening to the right show at the right time. And so that is part of it with what I tried to put together. And, I don't know, how this is all going to shake out. But what I put on my the blog of Laura Bella, LoriAndCompanyIncircle.com, is a connections directory, which also has languages built into it and some other features that help you to stand out. And I'm still trying to work on that because I have to add the categories so that if you are a magician in Timbuktu, New Jersey, that you show up in the directory if someone's doing an event and they want to get a vetted good person in for the event to be the entertainment to help with the fundraising so that you could actually raise money for, whatever it is that you're concentrating on. But, I don't really, like in the Star Trek show, with great power comes great responsibility. I mean, I don't have this is too much for me. But then not to do anything, just to say, it's too hard. I think about all the people who need to be healed, and I'm not talking about miracle healing, like where you see transformations and you see people being healed like they were back when the last spiritual revival tried to happen, and then evil quickly came in with Vietnam War and race riots and all the other crap that was done. Evil always rises up and smashes down every time we get close to being successful and having the world be more like what God intended. Okay? And so when you talk about President Trump and you put him down, were there any wars ginned up when Trump was there in office? Was things worse with the Muslim, Christian, Jewish relations over there? Were we sending our troops to fight wars that never ended and had no purpose? I mean, come on. Trump was the leader for the time that we're in, and the cabal put in that piece of Marxist camel dung, Obama, and put in the criminal crime family, Biden. And so, are we going to take it? Oh, well, that's the part we're at right now. Pray for our president, the real president. Pray for our troops. Pray for our military. I would like to say that President Trump will be officially back in the Oval on 4th of July. I have not had confirmation about that. It might be just, wishful thinking. The other part about it is that, the Rawhide Ranch has a program that was more than just, being around nature and horses. It's also about teaching discipline and teamwork and integrity and doing your chores and having structure to your day. And that camp has helped produce good kids to become good citizens. They also happen to be very advanced in horsemanship, and they teach the kids to basically do gymnastics and vaulting on the horses. I mean, it's really cool. But I believe that they're getting the help that they need now. But how many of you people out there were told that you couldn't make any money for 2 years, and you still had all your bills to pay, and people lined up waiting to come and use your facility? And that's what happened to the Rawhide Ranch. They were shut down for nearly 2 years. If nothing else, after being established in 1962, nothing else, they deserve help just because they have been a community cornerstone and have done such great work. So, even if you don't want to buy a Inspired Escape ticket up to the B&B near Hearst Castle, see blog.lorabella.com for that information. Even if you don't want to, you can still send a check. Send them $1, send them a buckaroo. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I just think that they are our neighbors and they need help, and they help other businesses in the area when they do well, because people come and they take hotel rooms and they go out to eat and they go to the recreation that's around to enjoy, and they buy movie tickets and go golfing, and they go to the ocean and they spend money on the casinos. I mean, I don't gamble, so I mean, not because I'm against gambling. I just never had extra money that I felt like I could go and blow it, or take a chance on blowing it. So, it's good for everyone. And then if we do this Operation Rainbow, where everyone gets under the rainbow and they all get a pot of gold. I'm laughing because I just opened a page in the local magazine, and it has a picture of a leprechaun, Valley Center Irish stew cook-off. This is from a while ago. But anyway, if you end up having this prosperity come, I hope at least that I get remembered for being a part of it, because, I feel like I've put so much effort into this, and I would just love to be able to say, Laura Bella's Operation Rainbow, made X amount of money for the Rawhide Ranch fundraiser, that I could actually have something tangible to look at and say, here's a check, Rawhide Ranch, this was from all the listeners of the show, but instead it's going to be done by other people, like famous people, and then, they'll get the credit for it. And, thank you, KTLA or whatever, for your generous donation to this special ranch. I accept that. It's just the way it is. Anyway, well, I'm gonna go out and listen and have you hear this Seussisms, wise and witty prescriptions for living from the good doctor, from Dr. Seuss. And it's funny because on the back of the book is a picture of a gift with a bow, and it's sitting on a table, and the table says "Life Favors," and that's kind of funny because my previous shows have been about nautical innuendo and visuals, so it's kind of funny that the book I pick up is "Life Favors." Seussisms, wise and witty prescriptions for living from the good doctor. Here we go. On facing up to adversity, I learned there are troubles of more than one kind. Some come from ahead and some come from behind. But I bought a big bat I'm all ready. You see, now my troubles are going.